lifestyle. Or Dalton was just this person that people were.
Violence kind of found him.
Yeah.
He didn't go looking for it, but violence just kept finding him. So after he leaves the hospital, he goes back to the Double Deuce, and then he finds Garrett, unfortunately, dead.
Yeah.
And he knows that it's Wesley, so now he's the climax is he goes after Wesley.
When they find Garrett, he has the note.
It was Tails.
Yeah, because Wesley flips the coin on the phone and says, you choose, or I'm gonna decide who
for you.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being.
But he doesn't tell him. He flips and says, I'm not going to tell you.
And then it ends. Yeah, he kills his best friend, and that's when the movie kind of takes this slight tonal change, more serious change.
Yeah.
And Dalton's on a warpath, and he goes. He uses the same knife that they used to kill his best friend to trick all the cronies.
Yeah.
And he uses
by pinning the gas pedal
down. And he uses his Mercedes as a missile towards Brad Wesley's estate.
A decoy.
And they waste tons of ammo.
Yeah.
The dude shoots the Mercedes with the shotgun as it flies up in the air and then it explodes.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was a good stunt for sure. Did you notice the guy? What's his John Doe? When he's firing the shotgun, he's kind of wiggling his pelvis while he's firing. You didn't notice?
No. We'll have to go back and put it on.
Yeah, I'll have to show you just a couple seconds. He's like, yeah.
By the way, a shotgun is not a good weapon for something far.
No,
well, the car's like a ways down the road, and they're like,
that's a close range.
It's like, come on, what are you doing?
Close range weapon.
Yeah, nothing. You're not hitting it.
But then, what happens is they go into the house,
and he's already started picking people.
Yeah, the taller guy starts going around. he sees one body, then another body.
I think we run into Terry Funk's character is knocked out, and then the guy who gets his ass beat all the time is knocked out again.
Yeah.
Oh man!
And that's when Swayze's behind him.
Also, they show that was the guy. The guy who blows up the car is the one
who killed him.
Yeah. See, he takes the knife out of the gas pedal and puts it back in the sheath on his hip.
Yeah. He's the one who had the. So then that sets it up for their standoff.
Yes.
Well, we have to mention the guy getting pinned underneath the polar bear.
Oh yeah, that's after.
Oh, okay.
Right. So then.
Oh yeah, the guy with the shotgun. Gotcha.
Yeah, they have that kind of standoff, and of course he uses the same.
He kicks the knife out of his hand, and then he catches it, and he stabs him. And he's like, "It was Tails."
And guts him.
Yeah.
But the knife is in the air for so long.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Yeah. He has to look up and find it.
There it is.
And then it falls back into his hand.
But the editing is so clean.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, that would never fucking happen.
Yeah. It's funny, too, because when he kicks the knife out of his hand, it goes sideways.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he reaches up and the knife's in the air, falling down. Yeah.
Like, what?
That's why when you say that, the movie's kind of meta, it's probably self-aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to know that was pretty cheesy, but it makes for a really fun kill.
Yeah.
But yes, and then after that, then the guy is in the trophy room.
Yeah.
And he sees the polar bear, and then the polar bear starts falling.
He's like, he starts screaming.
But instead of running, he stands there in one place, starts shooting it, as if that's going to stop him from falling on top of him.
He doesn't move out of the way.
No.
Never moves out of the way.
Common sense, but
I guess he had a fear of animals.
Yeah.
And then that sets up his
and his name was Tigger, which was even funnier.
Yeah. That's right.
That's funny.
And that sets up the fight with Gazzara at the end.
Which is pretty awesome. I would put it on the same level as the end of the original John Wick, where it's kind of like the geriatric fight, Yeah. Because the dude's clearly older.
Yeah.
And he can't fight at all. He takes a big
Like a throwing spear. Yeah.
And he just fucking
It's the
hurls it.
slowest throw ever, too.
It's like flies past him.
That always gets a laugh. And then he picks up another spear and he just starts hurling it at.
Yeah, because he has a barrel of spears next to his couch.
Because he's clearly a hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, a big line from him at the end when he goes, "Oh, you like I see you found my trophy room. The only thing that's missing is your ass."
Oh my god! Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh man.
But he has a gun before that because he gets off a shot.
A little snub nose.
Yeah, because he shoots Dalton in the shoulder.
But he knew he goes after Dalton because he knows Dalton is hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His he shoots him in the shoulder. The guy's already just hurting. You know, he's sore.
Yeah.
And
because this was the day after that fight with Jimmy.
Yeah.
At the lake.
Yeah.
Or the pond, whatever it was.
So Dalton's definitely not 100%.
No.
And so they go at it a few times, and then Gazzara gets mad, or Wesley gets mad, and he goes, "You know, I thought it would be fun to fight you, but I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna fucking..."
Yeah, so he pulls the gun.
Yeah.
He's just gonna kill him. And then what happens?
He knocks the gun out of his hand, though, right?
Yeah.
He knocks the gun out of his hand, and that's when he pins him to the chair, and he's going to do the finishing
tiger
move.
claw.
And then he kind of stops, and the doc comes running out from the upstairs.
She's watching everything, and then she sees that Dalton turns his attention to her.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Wesley, being a scumbag, he picks up the snub nose, and he's going to basically shoot him in the back. And then he's gunned down by everybody that he was.
townsfolk.
The townfolk, the posse.
Yeah.
They posseed up, and
All the store owners.
And they all have shotguns too.
Yeah.
oh my god, squib action on point in the end.
Oh yeah.
How many times can you get shot by a
Look
fucking
rad.
shotgun and be
Let
okay?
me get up again.
Yeah. He gets shot 3 times and he's still getting up
I think
to...
it's 4.
Although I think the fourth one was
I think the fourth is the
kill
finishing.
shot into the slow motion.
Yeah, he does.
Into the glass.
Like
the glass table.
He flies backwards. Into the
Coffee table.
Yeah.
Boom. And then finally, throughout the whole movie, you don't really see any cops, and then the cops show up.
Yeah.
At the end.
But what's funny is right after they kill him, after they kill Wesley, Red goes around and collects everyone's weapons.
He's like, give me the guns. And he goes and hides
disappears
them.
into another room.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and the cops show up and they're
I like Tigger. He hears the cops coming up, so he just takes his pistol and throws it into behind a plant or something. And then they come in like a second after he drops it, and they don't notice
Wesley,
it.
what happened here? Can somebody tell me the story? And everyone's like,
They
I
just
didn't
shrug.
see nothing.
I didn't see anything.
He's like, Tigger, did you see anything?
A polar bear fell over.
Yeah. Beautiful closing line.
And then they close out the movie with Jeff Healey.
Yeah.
Another a really cool
Playing some music over Dalton and the doc
swimming in a little pond,
swimming in the
I think that's their lake.
naked.
the
Yeah.
lake behind the barn.
Behind the barn.
They should take over Wesley's house.
That, yeah.
Yeah, they should.
I wonder how that police investigation went. They're just like, well, no one saw anything, so we're done here.
Well, they make some mention that Wesley had them supposedly in his pocket.
Yeah, because
And that's why there is no cops called. And
I feel like that's why they show up to his place and not any other of these other catastrophes that happen. Because they're under his, in his wall or in his pocket, basically.
Yeah. So they only came to protect him.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, he's dead, so we don't have to protect him anymore." This is our job's done here, boys.
Where did Red put those weapons? Because he didn't go far.
He just
He literally walked into another room and then came right back.
he threw him in the cellar.
Yeah,
Get down there.
push the rug over it. Nothing to see here.
Knowing whose house that was, I'm sure they had some little crevices.
Oh yeah,
Some little floor spaces.
something. Yeah.
God, that movie's fun.
It is. It is, man. Should we do Swan Facts?
Do some swamp facts before I ruin a
Let's
couple.
do it.
Cool.
Shout out to Vic for making the sick intros.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to them. I haven't talked to them in a minute. Where are you guys?
Say what's up.
Okay, Swan Facts. We already mentioned this, but the budget was $17 million, while it grossed $30 million. And then you said overseas it did.
Overseas it did 80. Well, it did 89 altogether.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Cool. Swayze was trained by pro kickboxer and action star Benny Urquidez.
Benny the Jet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice.
After a knee injury from Roadhouse, Swayze had to turn down the role of Cash for Tango and Cash and the role of Mike in Predator 2.
That was a smart move on his part. Tango and Cash is pretty good. Predator 2 is garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He then chose Ghost as his next project.
Worked out much better for him. Ghost was a huge movie.
Yeah.
I guess he actually only picked that because it was less strenuous on his body.
Right.
As far as the role. And then, of course, it got wide reclaim all over.
That was a big hit.
Demi Moore, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I remember my grandparents, they had the little... You remember when McDonald's would give the VHS away? Mm-hmm. You could buy VHS through McDonald's.
Holy crap, I didn't know.
I remember I had Addams Family and we had Ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And Charlotte's Web, I think.
That's cool.
From McDonald's. Come on, man. You actually eat there.
I don't. Not anymore, man. After I got sick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, after I got sick.
You were on that show, right?
I was on that show.
Unbreakable.
That was, Unbreakable one, yeah. I was half dead.
Trying not to hurl. What's her name? Annette Bening was originally cast as Doc, but was later replaced by Kelly Lynch due to no chemistry.
What?
Okay.
Annette Bening's in Captain Marvel. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was.
Annette Bening's a good actress.
I guess when
wasn't compatible with Swayze, huh?
Yeah, I guess they didn't like how it looked on screen, so they ended up bringing in Kelly. So
she did a great movie the year after called The Grifters. If you've ever seen The Grifters,
I haven't.
And Joe, you haven't?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Maybe I should bring it by. Angelica Houston, John Cusack.
Yeah,
really good movie.
The Grifters.
The Grifters, yeah.
Swayze joked on set that he didn't know if he would make it to the end of production.
Wow.
Not only did Swayze write a song for the film, he also sang for the film's soundtrack.
No way.
Yeah, Cliff's Edge and Raising Heaven Tonight.
Do you know what scenes are in?
I don't know if they made it onto... Maybe they didn't make it onto into the film, because I can't really place them with the scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know he's on the soundtrack.
If I'm not mistaken, he's got a song or two on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is included in the 100 most enjoyably bad movies ever made.
Exactly.
Sam Elliott says he's most recognized for his role as Wade, but he almost shot down the role due to too many similarities from his character in The Mask from 1985, I believe.
God, that's a movie I think I've seen once or twice, like in the 80s, and that was it.
Cher?
With Cher and Eric Stoltz. Eric Stoltz was Rocky.
He's a biker,
Dennis,
right?
Yeah, Sam Elliott's a biker.
Yeah.
I
remember that. God, I haven't seen the movie in forever.
Oh, God, yeah, that's...
Crazy movie.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is kind of sad, but I'll do this episode for them. Patrick Swayze and Ben Gazzara both passed away from pancreatic cancer. Patrick in 2009 and Ben in 2012.
Swayze had a show on at the time of his death.
Beast.
It was really good. It was really
a solid
good.
show, yeah. He was really good in it.
They were like one season in, right?
Yeah, and they were gearing up to do the second season.
Yeah, and that's when he was diagnosed, right?
Pancreatic cancer is deadly.
Something you don't come back from.
That's one that's very, very hard for you to come back.
And it's also a super rare cancer. I think it only makes up for 1% of
the
Americans.
cancer.
Yeah.
Alex Trebek just announced that he had stage 4 pancreatic cancer,
which is insane.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
He says he's going to beat it, and he says, he had a little funny line where he says that he's under contract for the next 3 years to Jeopardy, so he has to beat it. But my heart goes out to him because I know how dire that diagnosis is.
Oh yeah, but the positivity is it's good.
You got to be positive.
Oh, I'm going to beat it.
Yeah.
Nah, so what? You know who I am?
He's been the host since '86. Right?
I'm 39 years old. I do not remember Jeopardy without Alex Trebek. So definitely since sometime in the 80s.
He is Jeopardy.
Yeah.